The Gambia has now decided on the creation of a temporal quarantine center for cases of the COVID-19 with funding from the private sector. The site in Bijilo was being prepared for the hosting of the 2020 trade fair under the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry. National Assembly Special Select Committee on the implementation of the State of Public Emergency Regulation visited the place to assess the level of progress on Thursday. For more details of that, we go with this report.
The Special Select Committee on the implementation of the State of Public Emergency Regulations on Thursday visited the site allocated by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the construction of Temporal Isolation Center. The site inspection came after the presentation by the Gambia Chamber of Commerce on the role of the private sector in the fight against COVID-19. During the sessions, the GCCI committed itself to transforming the site allocated by the annual trade fair into a temporal hospital similar to the Wuhan approach dealing with the coronavirus. The president of the Chamber of Commerce, Idrissa Mas Diop, said his office has planned to develop the site in Bijilo to shift the hosting site of the trade fair from the National Independence Stadium.
We don't want to give false hope that in this place we are going to cure people. That is not our intent. Our intent was to do a trade fair, and the ministry, through the Director of Medical and Health, asked us to use it. We say you can use it. You know, it is available for that, and it's available for that. But we understand that it will have limitations. So we are saying this not to give false hope that all our interventions, we understand that they are necessary.
He noted that although the ground is being prepared for the isolation of possible cases of the coronavirus, it may not necessarily serve as a treatment center. He urged the government to budget for the people that will require intensive care ahead of time.
There are already businesses that are suffering, and we cannot ask them to give us charity when it is the responsibility of the entire community to raise those funds. So I just wanted to make this thing very clear that what we are doing is for our own purpose. Therefore, we are financing it 100%, not using any charity funds, so that people will not say that we wanted to build a hospital, we didn't. We do not want to build a hospital. But what we are saying, in the event that you require a facility like this, like in New York, in England, wherever exhibition centers are being used for some medical purpose, we are willing to give them to you.
Chairman of the Special Select Committee on the implementation of the State of Public Emergency Regulation, Alhaji Mbow, commended the idea, bearing in mind that the prediction of experts that the country is likely to bear more coronavirus cases. The initiative, he said, will strengthen the ongoing efforts directed to win the COVID-19 in the whole world. Coronavirus.
For me, it's like I'm dreaming, because this is something that the government doesn't actually have, or the government intends to do, but they are not doing. So how did you guys get this idea? That I know that you guys are supporting in a lot of other areas, but how were you able to think about this particular idea, and then you are thinking about a few weeks, you are thinking about getting almost 600 beds for your own people, or for our own people? How did you guys get this idea, knowing what is actually happening around the world?
The GCCI provide business development opportunities to the private sector with trade and investment interests in the Gambia. As a cause, the institution has since taken up leadership to uphold that what is better known as cooperative social responsibilities from the business industry. For iAfrica News, I am Absegay.